Yeah,
The ugly ones.
it would work out some.
I don't know. It's probably like a token probably works out to like $2.50 or something like that. I don't know. It's probably has some sort of new or monetary value.
Yeah, I was thinking $1 gets you like 3 tokens or
That'd be pretty sweet.
2 tokens.
A dollar value to your
The
tokens.
777 tokens she got was actually only worth $4.50.
It's kind of like a casino.
Probably more like $200, $300.
Throw in your chips and see what you'll do. Anyways,
maybe it's even
How
yes.
shitty is your
It's
life
like
that you have
$1 for
nothing
10
better to spend your
tokens.
money on than random strangers that are going to show you their pussies anyways? Like, you didn't get
That you
anything
can't get for
for
free.
that.
Yeah.
Like, you could have just gone
Well,
on...
I think don't they have private things?
Yeah, but I mean, like, really, at this point, you can just go on Pornhub and be like, I want to look at cams, and you're going to find,
I
like,
want everything.
better ones.
All the
You
cams.
could probably search for a bunch of like edits of
He
her.
was searching for webcams, and
I
she
remember I was on
a
there once, and there's
webcam-ass.
a girl who had a tattoo going all the way down her back, and her butthole was tattooed.
Dude.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah. I remember I sent that one to Matt. I don't know what Matt did with it.
What did
He
she have
probably
tattooed
watched.
on her butthole?
You've
Just
got to
like
see this
flowers
clip.
or some sort of leaf.
Wow. So you're like fucking. You're
that like the
pollinating
same
her flower
girl
every
from,
time
uh,
you're.
Probably an awfully
From
painful
Hot Shoes video?
tat.
No.
It's different.
Different
so,
one.
like more girls.
No,
than
I saw
one-
her butthole.
More girls than one have tattooed their butthole.
Oh, yeah. Dude, the thing with people is it's like, if you can think of it, it's been done. And it's probably been done hundreds of thousands of times.
It's
Yeah.
very true.
Like, barring technology, people like to fuck in weird ways. And they probably have been doing so since they
The
decided
dawn
that
of fucking.
they knew how to fuck.
They're just like, we got to do this. We got to fuck in 6 different ways
It
at
was,
a time.
it was
Could you
after,
imagine,
after the time where men decided they didn't need to
cavemen-
rape anymore to have a good
Cavemen
time.
trying to spice things
yeah,
up.
there's
God.
actually cave women that were down with this shit.
Throw some stones in there.
Like, can you imagine the first
Maybe
dude that like,
dildo is like the very first tool.
it's like his club is also the dildo.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen pictures of ancient sex toy.
Yeah, like
dildos.
imagine the first guy that invented
This
candles.
could have been a hammer or a dildo. We don't know.
It's a stone,
We're leaning towards
stone
dildo.
beating hammer.
A dildo?
Dildo.
Who's so? Yeah, we're gonna come at you with a product line of stildos.
No, I
and,
mean, that's like a
other
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
well,
accessories.
you don't even have
advertisement.
a function for the dildo unless it's like a distillery, but then that's too
awesome.
big. You can't distill anything with a dildo-sized piece of
That's
equipment.
2 birds with 1 stone, man.
sex toys from ancient China on display.
Oh, a harigata?
Arigato gozaimasu.
That's Japanese.
Yeah,
Well, whatever.
in the book Shogun, they talk about
Nihama.
an ancient dildo called a harigata.
It's like jade. It's a jade dildo.
Whoa.
And they
that's
talk about
interesting.
stuff that you can put in your butt too, and Blackthorn's all like, "Whoa, whoa."
Those like cock rings.
No
Are
homo.
Those cock
Yeah,
rings?
no, they use cock rings in Shogun too.
Do they?
Yeah,
Oh.
Blackthorn
These
throws one
sex
on
toys
it,
are
and he-
from 223 BC.
Damn.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's fierce.
Why do you think
fucking
China has
old.
millions of
1,200 years
people?
old.
Where's-
Or, sorry,
Yeah,
2,200
that's
years old.
That's right. They've been
course it comes from China.
eliciting
They had a jump
sexual
start on them.
It's
expression
going to
for
be
years.
either from China or India.
Well, one of the two. But yes, on the topic of China and India, and the fact that we're here in Victoria, Canada, it is the 9/11 version Sunday, the 9th of December.
Well,
is
if
the
you go
9th
to
today?
Vancouver, it feels like China and India all wrapped in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good old smorgasbord.
You got Richmond and Surrey.
That's why Vancouver's so wonderful, because of all those multi-ethnics.
It's not even really a melting pot though, because like I
No,
feel
bro,
like
it's a mosaic, okay?
Yeah, it's a mosaic.
Just reference that shit.
That's right. That's the difference.
That's us versus the States, bro.
Yeah, because we segregate more.
Yeah, you're Indo-Canadian
Well,
in
gentrification.
Canada, whereas you just be American in America. All right.
Yeah.
On a football Sunday, we all watched some games today. Made us up some grub, and now we're
Made me
here to
happy
do.
as fuck to see Seattle win 58. I almost said 83-0. Not quite. 58-0 over Arizona.
Bit of a blowout, perhaps.
Huge blowout. I've never seen a shutout that bad. And this, especially not in NFL. In college football, you see pretty huge blowouts pretty consistently. But yeah, it was a good Sunday for Seahawks fans.
Yeah. Well, we'll celebrate the Seahawks victory today with the 17th episode of the WestCoast Highlife. We got myself, Darcy D. Eclectic, right here to my left,
Comedy heartthrob Ben Fudge.
and to his left.
Mark Hovey. I'm on the left. I'm right across from him, aren't I?
He's on his Twitter is where he's
Yeah,
at.
well, I'm
he's
trying to
tweeting.
iron down this mattress. I'm trying to get this shit
Trying to
locked.
Trying to lock that shit down.
Yeah, man, these things are.
Mattress Mambo, Mr.
Hard to
Hovey,
find, yeah.
and to his left over here.
Yeah, Mr. Klein.
What's up, AK?
What up?
Let's talk about this mattress, though. I mean, a double's like
I know it's a double.
it's not what
I know.
you want,
I
right?
said yeah, but
A
You already
double
in?
is a
Do I kind of-
single man's
Well, we need some
mattress.
backstory to
I
this.
am
though.
single.
Let people know why you're looking for a
I don't
mattress.
think
Because I threw
I don't think I'd ever want to downgrade from a queen.
Yeah, me neither. I like.
need
I
to
think that's
stretch
what I
out.
had. I think I did have a queen though. Actually, yeah. I'm a
So
little
now you're
worried
gonna be
about this
pissed.
double
This double
business, but it's
right?
cheap. $300 for a mattress and spring. That's a pretty damn good price.
Yeah, that's not bad. So you're getting a new mattress because you had a little bit of a bug problem. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to your building?
It's not my building, just a few apartments,
Yeah, well,
like a corner of my building.
it's like you got to get the ET quarantine going on there. The bug sprays.
double
and-
bug bomb?
with the fucking.
What do they do there? Do
with
they
the-
just
the
like
seeds? They don't do
like
shit.
bleach the shit out of the carpet and everything
Yeah, they
like
just spray
that?
it with some chemical, bug bomb.
So that's happened now.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's
it's
like a
happened a
month
couple
ago, a
times.
couple months
Is it
ago.
safe?
Yeah.
Is it safe?
I
Is
haven't
it
seen any
secret?
more. I haven't seen any more. I don't think it's safe. They're tenacious little fucks. They're
Yeah.
probably somewhere.
They're so small.
Not necessarily in my apartment, but
You,
they're
you
they're
can't see
hanging
them
around.
with the naked eye, can you?
Oh yeah, easily. They're not. They're about the size of a grain of rice.
Or like a flea, right?
Oh,
they're
really?
quite big actually.
Oh, wow.
Full size.
They're
Yeah.
not that small.
I thought they were tiny.
Nope.
Where do they?
Insidious little
Where
bastards.
do they live exactly?
They
Like
live
in the walls.
in the fibers
Yeah,
of a
walls
carpet
and
or
small
a
little
bed
cracks,
or a couch.
dry cracks, dry little
Jesus.
holes is what they like.
crack.
Like sockets, they'll sleep. They'll
They
go
like
in
dry little holes.
like electrical sockets. They'll
Holy shit!
computers and TVs. They'll sleep
They're
in
like
electronics and shit
they're
too.
like creepers.
They can fuck electronics up.
Exactly.
Just come out of nowhere.
They get in there and fuck with your electronics.
They can. They can.
So long and the short of it is you're getting yourself a new bed. You got rid of the old one, threw it
Yeah,
out
if like
behind the
through a
building.
friend of a friend, I've managed to acquire.
That's good.
Got a line on a bed.
Nice, brother.
I thought it was just a mattress. Turns out it's both.
Look at that. You're
Hey,
set.
what did people sleep on before? Like springs and mattresses and stuff like that.
Hay,
Probably just like a
Hey,
bit
like
Bag up
twigs.
some hay.
It's probably just like a bed frame with a feather mattress. If
Feather.
you're rich.
Like
Feather
back
would have been
in the
the-
Renaissance
yeah.
era,
or
you
goose
probably
down. Yeah, goose down.
Yeah.
fill it full of feathers. Like
Something like that.
Clothes.
And
you know.
before that, like when they were making sex toys in China, like what
What
were
were they
people
sleeping
Well,
sleeping
they
on?
still
on?
had
Yeah.
wood. You could still
Textiles,
make a bed
wood.
frame.
Yeah,
That's a hard bed.
Yeah, but
It
Yeah,
would
but you
be,
just
yeah.
throw a
it back.
mattress full of hay or feathers
blankets,
or
lots of
dead
blankets,
people.
lots of blankets, and skins,
All the-
animal skins.
You know,
and
instead of
Animals.
burning,
try and soften
burning
it up,
books, I just
whatever,
took the
anything you
paper
can.
and
Right.
Stuff
right.
them under
they
the
had
bed.
Toilet
fibers.
paper.
They had fibers from like cotton and shit like that, or whatever.
various sources.
What? Sorry, fibers.
Just blankets.
Yeah, I don't know. They have silk in
Blankets.
China and Japan.
Hells yeah, they do.
They sure do.
So their beds are probably
They
made
probably
of
just
silk.
took a bunch of their old kimonos, tore them the fuck up, and just tossed them in a big bag that they turned into a mattress.
shredded.
Screw this ceremonial piece of shit. I'm gonna sleep on it.
Maybe they just had like a big giant pile of pillows, and like the ones they'd come on, they just turn over until it got
Flip
too
'em over,
crusty, and then
keep
they give
flipping
them to
'em
the poor
over.
people.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
is that what you do?
Hand me downs.
Take our crusty pillows.
I gotta beat all the cum chips out of this old sleeping pillow.
Oh yeah, shit. What was you gonna call
My
those
pillow's getting
kombucha?
too crispy.
Kombucha? I don't know. I mean,
Kombucha, yeah.
cum chips were their own snack.
Kombucha.
Kombucha was like the hippie trendy name for cum chips. You know?
No, it's something different. Kombucha is like a probiotic drink that's alive when you drink it.
Isn't
Is that like for real, or are you making this up?
No, it's real. It's kombucha is like a bacteria.
Do you
culture
not
that's
actually know what
alive.
kombucha is?
I do not know about kombucha.
I don't
Really?
know what it is.
Well, you wanna
I
fill
just
out
found
this
out.
story a little bit here?
I've been filled in here.
It's-
Look it up on Wikipedia because I don't know it for sure, but I know it's a live bacteria
Yeah.
culture.
It's
like-
you get
like
a strain.
yeast.
Yeah, like
like
probiotics.
just-
Oh,
You
sweet.
started actually with a mushroom, and then it's like, have you guys ever
A
had
fungus?
Apple? Yeah, have you ever had apple cider vinegar?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
No.
there's like something called the mother in it, and that's like the main strain of bacteria, and you can see it's like clumpy.
Sure.
And anyways, that forms the base of the kombucha, and then it tastes actually like a little bit vinegary, but it's like sweet like pop.
Vinegar
by the time you're
strokes.
done with it, and you can like combine it with ginger or berries.
Where
it's
was
actually
this?
delicious.
Is it like
I think
native to something?
Yeah,
or is
yeah.
it invented,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
synthesized?
Well,
Probably came from like the
or,
farm.
or is it like
there
a
nothing we can't
traditional?
learn when we
Is there
look to the
something
east?
traditional
I think
about
I
it?
think it came from the Himalayas, and it was like a tonic, a health tonic
Hmm.
drink. But now, like you can find it on the shelves here. There's some guy who
Yeah.
got-
No, I'm
pop-
thinking if it's had any sort of tradition.
he's
If
got a
it's-
business going with kombuchas and all types of flavors, right?
Wow.
Fucking good for
Serious
you.
kombucha.
I love
Dr
'em.
Pepper kombucha.
That's
Beer
right.
kombucha.
Yeah.
I
I'll
think
drink-
it
I'll
stays
drink
alive
one
a
any
lot
day.
longer than sperm too. So
What's that? It stays what? Longer?
Kombucha probably stays alive a lot longer than sperm. So if you're looking about drinking a liquid substance that's alive, you should probably stick with
But it,
kombucha.
it
But does-
probably still dies as soon as it hits your acid.
Does
the
it
stomach
does
acids.
kombucha like increase your flow or what?
Yeah, it's a probiotic, so you get your.
Oh, it's probiotic. Yeah.
It's alive.
Oh, it's just probiotic. It's got to be good for you.
It's alive. It's
Keyword probiotic.
That's so probiotic.
It's adding to your intestinal tract
Oh, really?
bacteria. You were born with
I
12
should
strains
definitely
of
get on that.
bacteria. You're born with 12, and as you are given vaccines and shots and antibacterial shots and whatnot. That's weird, D. I can't see.
I know.
Your total,
I got this
your
big
whole
computer in
face.
front of me today. And
Yeah,
I
you
kind
do.
of like closed off from the world, but that's
Just
cool.
tilt it.
But
Just tilt it.
where was I going with this? Yeah, so your bacteria strains die off slowly, and you eat
The
like
probiotic helps them replenish themselves.
Well, the thing is,
Let's keep this short.
they say you can never. They say you can never get them all back, and people that don't have good gut flora are the ones that have
Get cancer.
they have really bad ADD usually and stuff like that.
I need to work on my gut flora.
Yeah. So there you go. Health
Nice.
tip of the week.
We need some health tips with Alexander Klein.
There you go.
It's probiotic.
The weekly go-tos in increasing your flow.
Yeah. You'll have huge frothy loads as well if that's what you're after.
That's what I was getting at with the flow.
That's pretty sure.
Okay,
You
excellent.
get a carbonated load.
It's fizzy.
Bubbly.
Dude, we're gonna do some kombucha tests with various patrons of our particular enterprises.
Yeah, we should get them as like sponsors.
Yeah.
Kombucha?
Kombucha.
Yeah, well,
Is it Gambucha or
It's
Kombucha?
kombucha.
we could all
Like
try
K- like
different
KOM.
varieties and then bust a load and see who has the most product at the end.
Dude,
Based
by volume?
a fucking sperm
By
count
volume
competition.
or weight?
That would be.
Jim and Eddie did that.
No, I'm talking
they,
just sheer volume.
they had a race to see who could make themselves come fastest, and I think Jim won at like a minute
It's
20.
crackers.
Jason couldn't finish.
It's crackers.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Was
No,
it- were
I
they
was thinking it
recording
would
it
be
the whole
more.
time?
It would be more of like a competition to see who's got the healthiest fighter sperm.
Who's
No,
got the,
they all
highest
came
sperm
into
count?
plastic
The highest-
bags
the
and
highest
compared and
count.
contrasted to see who won.
But it never went under a microscope, is what you're saying.
No.
So they just like examined for consistency.
I don't know
etc.?
who
just-
you're
they
thinking
just
you're doing a
weighed it.
podcast with, but nobody here is going to look at cum under a microscope.
No, we get it submitted by a real like lab tech.
Yeah, we get someone else to do
Somebody-
that.
We'll give
somebody
it to
else
Life
does
Labs and see what happens.
We just go with
Yeah.
4 Ziploc bags.
I have access
of,
to a
semen.
biolab. I can get us microscopes.
Yeah.
Just jizz right onto the microscope.
Something's
Fucking
covering
look
the
at that.
eyepiece.
Yeah.
Money shop.
That would be
Microscopic money shop.
incredible on so many levels.
Hey, I was asking this question to Darcy on the way in. Is there a device that's available that can turn your car into a mobile hotspot, like a Wi-Fi hotspot?
Probably built into the car. Yeah. I
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah.
I bet, yeah.
A router?
Like a
Well,
Cadillac
there's the
probably
ones that
has
have
that.
like the satellite GPS nav and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure they can
Yeah,
run
exactly.
satellite internet
Yeah.
through that.
Our
Probably.
phones do all that.
Yeah, your
but
phone is a
it uses
hotspot.
data,
but-
right? So if you
Yeah.
could like get a
Yeah.
router that was its own Wi-Fi hotspot, you would be paying for it. Other
But
than
how are you gonna get internet?
You'd have to.
I don't know.
It's
have to-
cellular.
well-
It's cellular internet.
Yeah, it'd still be cellular or satellite internet.
Yeah.
GSM. It's GSM. GSM.
But yeah, it'd just be like a
It's
high
3G.
powered 5G for your vehicle from Cadillac. Cadillac 5G.
Or you could just park your car in your garage, plug Ethernet into the car,
And then plug
then
a hose
use
into
it.
your
Yeah.
exhaust and then put that into the front
roll
window.
up the window.
No way, you just got like 1,000 kilometers.
Maybe
worth
get
of
some- get some
Ethernet line,
towels, make sure there's
just
no
rolls out
leaks.
behind your vehicle.
And cars are taking so long to catch up to computers. Like,
Can you kill yourself with a hybrid car? Probably takes a hell of a lot longer.
You can probably kill yourself with a computer.
Probably.
How do you mean,
have,
like,
Bash
have
yourself
it
in the
drop
head
on
with
you?
it.
you mean like
Just, like,
carbon
bring up this
monoxide?
elaborate
No,
Yeah.
but like a hybrid car.
No,
yeah.
you couldn't. You
You
couldn't
couldn't
because
do
you
the
can't
carbon-
idle it because you're sitting there.
Right. If it's an idle, it'd be in battery.
Yeah, you'd
Man,
have to
wouldn't that
put
be
a brick
fucking
on the
worst?
fucking
If you didn't know
gas.
it was, if you were just sitting in the garage and you're like hooked up trying to kill yourself, you don't realize it's a fucking hybrid.
Then your wife comes in
Just
and
sitting
realizes her husband's a fucking idiot.
and trying to kill himself.
Yeah.
He'd probably kill
Oh
you
my
for
god!
You
Yeah.
should never bought that
You
hybrid.
need help?
Give him some help.
We've detected the oxygen levels decreasing. Carbon monoxide
Did you guys
levels
see that?
at full.
Tesla got car of the year. Did we talk about that before?
Tesla?
No.
The
Is that
Tesla
Ford?
Car of the year.
No, it's a Tesla. It's its own company.
Like Tesla? Like the dude who had the
Tesla.
Tesla
like
coil?
I bet
Tesla
you they're
Conquer?
owned by like
Yeah.
someone else.
Yeah, Elon Musk. He's got he's got Solar City, Tesla Motors, and
That
SpaceX.
sounds like a movie theater.
He's fucking Tony Stark. For real, though. And he doesn't have an Iron Man suit yet, but still.
That's
So
I
what
was
is
about
the
to get
Tesla's
to.
like a battery car, right?
Yeah, it's completely electric. Like you do not put gas in it
But
at any point.
I thought those
There's
had
no
problems
exhaust.
where they were like exploding. Like a lot of the batteries were exploding.
No,
Bad problem,
a
eh?
batch of Fisker Karmas in the tsunami or whatever that hit New York or hurricane got wet. They got dropped in the ocean, and then they came out, and the batteries, lithium ion, explodes when it touches water.
Right. So they had a lot of exploding vehicles.
Yeah, they lost like $1 million.
Post-hurricane.
But that's a different company. That's a different electric car.
They explode when they touch water.
Yeah, lithium
that
ions.
seems like a
any of these, like in
problem.
our cell phones or
Yeah.
fucking laptops, if you crack them open and you pour water on them,
Yeah.
there's going to be a huge explosion.
And a
I'm
chemical reaction.
I can look it up on YouTube. There's lots of lithium explosions.
I believe you. I
And yeah,
believe
Fuck turning in your
that's pretty
smartphone and
dangerous,
recycling it. Just chuck it in a bottle of water, a tub of water.
Dude, it's serious.
Put your cell phone
Fire.
in, like
That seems like a
battery
dangerous
in
thing to be
a
putting
like
into
a
cars.
message in a bottle. You know, you got like your cell phone battery in there, and then someone like some idiot like tries to go like pop it out while he sees this thing fucking come into the shore. He like opens it up and fills with water and it explodes in his hands, and all the shrapnel fucking guts him.
That's if you're counting on poor people sifting through beach trash.
Hey man, there's always
And I
there's always a
do.
guy.
But they're going to put black
No, they're never
boxes.
poor. They're like retired old men with those like metal detectors and
Yeah.
huge earphones and
Serves
nothing
it
better
right
to
have his
do.
hands mutilated.
Yeah, you find some gold ring eventually, and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
finally,
maybe, like,
30 years
once a
of searching
year.
the beach was worth it.
You find
Yeah.
an ancient sex toy.
That's right. Harigatu or whatever. they call
Harigata.
it. Harigata.
They're going to start recording, you know, like planes have black boxes.
Yeah.
They're going to start putting them into cars, I heard.
Why? So it can tell the manufacturer when you drink and drive.
Yeah, when you were
So your
speeding.
cars, they're pretty much making snitch cars.
Yeah, your car's going to snitch you out. You can never like make up like what happened.
But you have to
Oh,
get
I just
access.
lost control of the wheel.
You'll be like, no, I wasn't speeding. Oh, well, let me check the database for your car. Well, fuck
Officer,
you,
no.
officer nerd.
Yeah,
No,
it's
maybe
gonna
they'll be able to do it wirelessly though, just like a remote.
That's scary.
Well, I
And,
mean,
like it's like beaming out
you'd think
a
we
little like micro.
we could have like the grid
wave
system, you
signal.
know, where it's like all plugged in and our vehicle will just like drive itself home.
Well, that's
Hopefully.
that's definitely going to happen.
That's
like,
ideal.
in our lifetime for
Yeah.
sure. Probably in the next 20 years.
I don't
but
see that as being something that's super difficult. Like you have to install things all along the road, like
Well,
GPS
ideally, it
points and
eliminates
stuff
a lot
that
of
your
car
vehicle-
accidents and a lot of reckless driving.
They'll be promoting driving drunk.
Yeah, I'd be like, shit, man.
Drive your car home
It's
trash.
Just
That's
sleep
right.
in the back seat.
Do you want to get fucked up tonight and still get home?
Yeah.
Well, we got the new 4000 Ford.
Yeah, it'll
This
be like
thing's gonna take you
OnStar.
4,000 miles.
The guy shits himself in the commercial. Like, sorry, we don't have any kind of app to help you clean
No
your shit.
onboard
Dude,
porta potties.
the first car that had that was the Knight Rider. Was Kit.
Had a shitter in it?
No, it no, it could just,
You've been driving a long time, David.
yeah, David Hasselhoff got fucking drunk.
How many
and then
coffees have you had?
It's like episode 1 or 2 of Knight Rider, if you can find it. And he's like fully asleep at the wheel. He's like passed out.
Are his hands on the wheel?
Not even. The car's
Oh
driving
yeah, the car
itself.
can autocorrect.
Yeah, the car's
Yeah,
driving
yeah,
itself,
yeah.
and
You can also
and
auto-tune for your bad singing.
Yeah.
people are like, "What the fuck?"
The
and
Hoff
like
needs that.
swerving and stuff, even though the cars are driving normally.
He's trying to sloppily eat a hamburger but can't do
yeah,
it.
chicken burger.
Michael.
I was really pissed off for him at his shitty snitch daughters.
Yeah,
Dad, you're drunk. He's rich. Fuck off.
he's David fucking Hasselhoff.
I live an entitled life where I get everything I want except my dad's attention. Well, fucking make the best of it and spend his money, you
Yeah.
stupid little
Yeah, that's
bitch.
right.
Got to pay the cost to be the boss.
If my kid snitched on me, if my kid did that, recorded a video of me doing something dumb like that and released it on the internet, I would disown them and take them out of the will.
that's very
That's
hard.
pretty rough.
Pretty harsh.
Don't fucking snitch on your family.
As if
That's
Hoff-
like calling Crime Stoppers on your prostitute mother.
Yeah, but like
Who would do that?
I want her to
isn't
stop.
there that time-honored fucking saying that's like any publicity is good publicity? You know, if you're in the fucking Hollywood public eye, it doesn't fucking matter
They
what,
say that,
what
yeah,
it
that's
is,
what
you
they
know?
say.
Well, it's not like In-N-Out gave him a fucking sponsorship after that.
He wasn't like losing face over that.
It went
was he,
kind of
really?
viral though.
You know?
Did
He
anyone
took
really
a
care?
huge hit over that.
Did
He
anyone
looked
really
like
give
a
a
fucking
shit?
idiot.
They
Like,
talked about it
he
for a
was
long
sitting,
time.
He was sitting down on the floor of his
He was,
house,
like, drooling.
like back to a wall. It's probably his bedroom, and he's just trying to like eat a hamburger out of
It
a styrofoam
humanizes him, yeah.
container.
It
No, but he
humanizes him,
drops it
like-
on the floor,
Yeah,
and then
he
he
can't
picks
even
it up.
eat a hamburger
and then
properly.
he
You're like,
falls
shit, man.
over.
Even the Hoff gets really fucked up and can't eat a burger sometimes.
That's
you
his
know?
right, though. Everyone has the right to
Exactly,
do that.
but I'm saying that's what like gives his fans or like people who are like, yeah, whatever. He's human, man. He gets fucked up and he
yeah,
apologizes and he looks
exactly.
like
He's
an idiot.
human. He can fuck
It's
up,
like-
but he doesn't deserve
But to
to
catch
have
that
put
on
on
video,
the internet.
but to catch it on
That's
video,
why the focus of his daughter is a snitch bitch.
maybe he
and
was
she
doing
needs
it.
to learn a lesson.
Maybe he was doing it too much.
Maybe his daughter's on my free cams now, and we should investigate
Perhaps she is.
Yeah.
Probably not though.
Alyssa
Although I
Hoffman?
did hear that was it Samuel L. Jackson
His daughter's
Yeah.
or
I
no
don't
Lawrence
know.
Fishburne?
Yes.
One of those two.
Lawrence
Lawrence
Fishburne's
Fishburne.
daughter.
for sure.
Yeah,
I
she's
haven't
a porn star.
And
I
I've seen it.
I
have
investigated that, and I haven't really seen a good one with her
I
in it. So
also
she's not even good at getting
investigated that.
fucked.
I'm not good at it.
Investigate. I like investigate.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good
I
word for
investigated.
jacking off. I investigated that porn
It's
star.
weird. It's like you don't
That's
want to
a,
be
that's a pretty strong
I
investigation.
gave her a
You
strong
must be
analysis.
pounding your balls really hard to
She
get
could
that
have-
kind of
she-
slap
she-
out of it.
The fucked up thing is she would have had an in to like regular acting, like regular
Stardom.
acting.
Yeah, but she
But
liked
she
it.
You
wasn't
already
very
have an in. Your
attractive.
dad's a famous actor in Hollywood.
Yeah, really. She wouldn't even need to have a resume. So if your name
No.
is Fishburne, be like, oh yeah, have you ever heard of The Matrix? Not the car, the movie. My dad was in that. Now give me like 2 lines in this stupid show.
Yeah.
Even
My
Lenny
dad-
Kravitz's
My dad
daughter
was fucking
gets
Morpheus.
roles.
Okay, no, fuck me in the ass.
Now she's fucking Morpheus on the Matrix parody porn.
yeah,
How
pretty
fucked up
much,
is
yeah.
that?
Yeah, she got involved with that,
Maybe
did
she's
she?
just not attractive.
Jada
Have you guys
Pinkett's
ever watched
character?
parody porns?
Yes. Yeah.
I saw the Pirates one. I think.
I find that,
that
the
parody?
plot gets in the way of the sex.
What do you mean by parody porn?
It's
You know, like,
the-
oh, like
I've
the
seen one where they did like an
Flintstones
American
or-
Dad parody. There's
Forrest
been
Hump kind of
Yeah,
style,
same
like
kinda
making
deal.
fun of a movie. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I see, I got you.
porno within the context of
Was
an
it
established
Scooby
thing.
Doo?
Scooby Doo. Yeah, Scooby Doo. Fuck Stones or Flint Fucks or whatever it was.
Flint
The
Fox.
Flintstones one.
There's one about the Avengers.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
There's only one chick. Oh, I see how that ends.
Have they done a Hunger Games?
Hulk
They all do her.
Hulk loads.
They've probably done a Hunger Games one. There's really like no limit to what
No.
what porno can achieve.
Yeah.
I just don't even know
true.
how it makes
Great
money
lengths.
anymore. Like you were just showing
It's
us
free,
this
yeah.
live webcam girls or whatever.
Yeah, my free cams.
My free cams. There's like
Thanks, Red Band.
there's like 1,000 girls on there at any given time.
And they're all fingering themselves as hard
Yeah.
as they can.
yeah, and it's free to watch. You just have to. You can tip them if you want
It's
or
the
whatever.
Yeah,
ads,
you just
man.
have to be really
Ad
lonely in
space,
order to
man.
get them to shout you out.
Plus the billions of gigabytes of free porn already on the internet. I just don't know how new porn makes money.
I need a connection with this slut. Better give her some tokens.
There's some
still
guy
gotta
out
be a
there that's
big, like,
seen it all.
Subscribership
You need to see it on
market,
Blu-ray.
You know? Like lots of people are like,
HD.
oh, I want to subscribe to Brazzers because
Yeah, but
Brazzers
it's
is the
easy
shit.
just
or
to
like,
go
I
on
don't know.
torrents and torrent a password to all those sites.
Like,
Torrent a password?
Yeah, back in
Yeah.
the day,
Oh, I've never
back in
done
the day,
that.
there was a lot of credit card hacks, and somebody would you'd get like a big list of credit cards, and somebody would go out with that and make fake accounts, and then put it out and post the accounts.
Right.
Log in
Yeah,
and
actually, I
password.
heard
still
about
tons of
that.
credit
Anyone
card
can log
fraud.
in.
no, I heard that
Credit card fraud's one of the easiest crimes to commit.
this
Good to know.
the FBI in the States actually set up like an online resource for all these people who were sharing card info and stuff like that, just to sort of like infiltrate. And it took over like several years for them to connect with these people and build up a relationship. And then finally, 2 or 3 years into it, they'd found who they really wanted to get
That's
and
crazy.
fucking threw
It's
down
like
the
a-
hammer.
Well, it's just like
Digital
Silk Road. Remember, you
sting
could get
operation.
bitcoins and buy real drugs off Silk Road.
Yeah, something similar.
It's the same thing. I mean, there's always going to be a form of currency that you can use your credit card to exchange for in order to get like illicit stuff online.
Yeah.
You could probably get anything. If you can get drugs, you can get guns, and if you can get guns, you can probably buy slaves.
Could you get the beating heart of an
Human
African
slaves.
child?
Well, you
Online?
could get the
Definitely
African
sex
child and then
slaves.
excise the heart for yourself.
Right.
You can get pig hearts.
That's the right word, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, fuck, man. I actually I heard through the grapevine that this friend had she just had a baby, and she's a friend of Casey's, and she just had a kid, and then during the procedure, like when she was having the baby, she needed to have a C-section, and the doctors realized that after they had taken the baby out, that she had like some sort of like gap in her heart. It was like leaking blood from her heart, like
a faulty valve.
a faulty valve or something. And so like right after having a C-section, had to go into immediate like open heart surgery.
Oh my god.
And then like, can you imagine? Like, fuck, man, it could like pregnancy's got to be one of the most like difficult things for a woman in her lifetime, let alone to have to go to fucking open heart surgery right after. Like
she-
that's
Little
insane.
sympathy.
Did she
The worst
pop
thing
a
is
Sympathy
valve?
from Ben Fudge.
The worst thing
Yeah.
is the gross scar she has to get in between
Bah,
her boobs,
humbug.
and now she'll never be
She'll have a
attractive to
full-on-
anybody ever again.
She'll have a full-on cross.
Fuck, that's brutal though. However, I think she's doing fine now.
One
but
kid,
just
and
to
now
think-
you're attractive
how
for
do you,
the
how
rest
do
of
you
your
go?
life.
How do you
Unattractive,
How do you go
sorry.
so many years without knowing you have a fucking faulty heart valve?
Well, it's
Like,
not one of those things that you
I
just
don't
like tap on your chest and you're like, okay, my heart's okay. It's just,
I guess.
I don't know.
It's something you
I
can
mean,
live with.
one of us could have an irregular heartbeat, and how the fuck would you know unless
Yeah.
you did
Yeah,
EKG?
but that's an irregular heartbeat. That's not like your heart losing blood on a daily basis into your
Yeah,
body.
it seems
Yeah,
like
it's pretty
something I'd
fucked
pick
up.
up.
That's
But I guess if there was
fucking
no
crazy.
symptoms, then
Yeah.
you wouldn't notice.
I'm guessing she
Or
probably
you didn't
exercise
know that they
a
were
lot.
symptoms. You know,
Probably
maybe she
not.
thought that was just normal.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, if you're maxing out your heart rate like a couple times a week, you would figure it out pretty quick, I'd imagine.
Still, that's
Oh, like maybe she didn't work out much.
Yeah,
I see what
like if
mean.
you
Didn't
get on a
exert her heart
treadmill
very
for
much,
like
yeah.
20 minutes, you'll
be
know
true.
pretty quick.
Yeah, I wonder if a condition like
true.
that is hereditary or degenerative.
not sure. Still, that would be. That would
Let's
be
ask her.
brutal.
Let's phone her up. Be like, hey, heart girl,
Yeah.
you with the gross scars all over your torso. I got a question.
They might be
No.
able to eliminate some of the scars. Scarring's getting quite a bit better in surgery.
Yeah, you can laser remove a lot of it now too, right?
Nice.
I always
Same thing
I
with
always think
tatties.
about Katie Seagal's makeup open heart surgery scar on Sons of Anarchy.
Oh
and
yeah.
man, like I wouldn't bang her. She'd be having to ride through this world all alone.
Yo,
Oh,
they were
shit.
recording that in Victoria.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were. So
Sons?
what I think we should do is get in a fight with them.
The Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, broadcast it live.
They filmed in Victoria.
They're
they
here.
Might be
They
filming,
might even
but
be
we
here
should get
still.
in a fight with them.
Are you serious?
They're not
Yeah.
real bikers.
Kick some ass.
Yeah.
Kick some actor ass.
So
beat
okay,
up
wait,
every
wait,
member
wait,
of
wait,
Sam
wait,
Crow.
While
wait.
they're in their fucking patches and everything, that would
They'd
be
be like,
hilarious.
I can't get a scar on my face.
That'd be so funny if we ambushed them
With, like,
from
broken
the
bottles
street
and-
while they're riding their motorcycles and looking tough.
We'll have a rumble.
What's like
We
a
just take a chain and like pull it up, like leave it limp throughout the street, and then when they're coming, we just pull it taut, and they go get clotheslined off their bikes.
you gotta use a piano
Stay
wire.
off
I
on
think.
Sure.
WestCoast Highlife rules
So
We
wait a
need to
minute.
get
Wait
vests.
a minute.
Banana
how,
peels?
how did we hear about this? Like, is this just was
from
this
the
on-
internet.
I have
Okay.
a friend that somehow managed to like meet up with like Clay from the show.
Yeah,
and
she got a
stuff.
picture with what's his name, Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Okay.
For breakfast and stuff. I
So
don't
they're
know.
shooting season 5 here, or whatever the fuck.
I guess.
6.
I don't know.
That's crazy, man.
I'm way behind on the show. I don't know what's going on anymore.
All right.
What season are they on? 4?
think-
6.
6.
They're on 6 right now?
Yeah,
Oh,
they just
shit.
finished the 5th season last week.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Or this
Oh,
week.
I see. So
Have
they'd
they
be
changed the
filming
intro
6.
at all yet?
No, everyone's still riding through this world all alone.
However, they
Yeah.
got a new mascot. They
What?
They have a mascot.
pretty much, yeah.
Oh yeah, the rescue dog.
Yeah, they were like in
Lassie.
spoiler alert, but you know it's not really a huge part. They're going to bust up this big dog fight or whatever to find some guy, and one of the dogs had been attacked or whatever, and Tiggy's all fucking distraught because he's lost his kids and all this shit, and he's like, "Oh, we're not letting this dog die, man." And so they like brings back the dog, and Chibs and him like perform surgery on the dog, and
Now
like
the show's about animal rescue and animal rescue only.
and like 2/3 of the final episode was like Tig with his dog, just like nursing it back to
'Cause
health.
Tig
Just
was
a
like,
gang of guys racing around town.
Yeah,
look
so
at
the
that cat.
dogs-
Needs to be rescued.
the dog's gonna have goggles riding in a sidecar
Jimmy
next
Jack
to
stretchers?
Tig's motorcycle.
Probably, yeah.
They're
Drag
gonna
his-
hurl the dog out of the motorcycle
He'll
and
have
have
his-
it
he'll
bite
have his
someone
own
in
leather,
there.
man.
Yeah. Get him, dog. Oh,
He's
like,
gonna
just
have his own
grabs the guy's
patch and
neck.
everything.
Man.
Shit. Well,
Sons of
So they
Anarchy.
added Poochie.
Veterinarians
So-
at large.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
you know
well, I think what's gonna happen is Jax is gonna dump Tara the doctor for his new girlfriend, the veterinarian.
Oh, definitely.
That's right, that's
Definitely.
that's what happens when they need to add a new character.
Maybe
you gotta add
they'll name the
Poochie.
dog Opie.
I smell a rat. And there's a
Opie
rat
lives
on the
on.
operating table.
Well, if they name the dog Opie, it's definitely gonna get hit by a car.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, probably it'll have some trials and tribulations, but it wouldn't be Sons of Anarchy without them.
They've
Is there
got
any,
pretty
is there any
terrible
good
character
TV shows
names,
on now?
Uh,
Like on Sunday?
Dexter, that's about it. But it's
That's not a good TV show.
Yeah, that show fails.
It's a show that sucks, but we all watch
Yeah.
it.
There's a Ridley.
it definitely fell off after the first couple seasons, but I'll still watch it. That's the thing. What about the Savages movie? Have you guys heard anything about this?
The Oliver Stone one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it. It stinks. Because the premise is it's two best friends that are in love and in a relationship with the same
Christopher
girl.
Walken in this movie?
A love
Then it's not the
triangle.
I
same
don't
one.
think so. Yeah.
No.
And like
We're not talking about Savages.
if
then.
you're a human being and you know dudes, then you know that two bros are never going to be okay with fucking the same girl.
So wait a minute. What movie are you talking about?
Savages.
That's not Savages, is it?
Yes, it is.
Savages is the movie coming out with Christopher Walken, like really
No,
soon.
that's Seven Psychos.
What?
Yeah.
7 Psychopaths or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, you got it wrong, Dars.
Oh fuck.
Savages was the Oliver Stone movie about the drug game in Mexico.
Oh yeah. Okay, I have seen that
Who's
one.
in that?
Penelope Cruz, and she's like the Mexico boss, like drug boss.
Yeah.
And
She's the boss, eh?
Yeah.
I like
And,
Penelope.
I can't think of who the male lead is. The female lead was in
The
The
Avengers
Town.
guy.
She was in The Town. She was the girl with the drug problem. that got what was it, the feds leveraged her cooperation by threatening to take her
I
kid
never
away.
saw
'cause
I
that.
she
need
was a
that
drug dealer.
IMDb link in my brain.
I actually, considering it was a Ben, are we still recording?
Ben
Of course we
Affleck?
are.
Were you
Looks
about to
like
say
it
Ben
froze
Affleck?
up.
Shut up, we're still recording. Don't fuck around.
Should we pause it or
No.
Okay.
I actually liked the town a lot, and I liked it so much I would like to see it adapted into a miniseries.
Yeah,
I never,
that'd have been.
never saw. That was like a horror movie, wasn't it?
No, it was a crime movie.
like
It
a-
was about
Ben
a
Affleck.
group of bank robbers. But I think if far as the miniseries, it'd be cool if they just took off from Boston and like let the heat die down, and then decided to start robbing banks or armored cars in a different spot. I thought the cast was pretty good.
Didn't it
Even
kind of
though-
remind you of Heat though?
Even though Jeremy
But not
Renner,
as good? That's sort of what it struck me
maybe
as.
the scene where the awesome scene in Heat where they rob the bank and they have the shootout, maybe that to an extent because there was some good shootouts in the town. But I think Heat was a far superior.
Yeah,
movie.
Heat was way better.
Have you guys seen Homeland?
No,
It's not a show.
Yeah, TV show.
haven't seen Homeland.
Isn't that the show about the government falls and there's no power anymore and
It's like CIA shit and
oh okay, that's a different show.
Homeland
I
Security.
think I think it's like Revolution or something like that. Where,
that one where there's no electricity in any form
Yeah.
or fashion anymore.
and I read a review of it. And
What
it's
happened?
like this guy like swings his sword around. And it's like anyone who gets like nicked by a sword dies instantly, but people who get shot actually
Live
like have to
forever?
receive treatment.
Well,
And this guy's
I don't
just like whipping his sword
Maybe
around,
those swords
slaughtering
together
hundreds of people.
poison
the
tip.
show sounded
right.
so dumb when I just heard how
How
would
can
it
you get rid of
work that there would
electricity?
never be electricity ever again, like
It
not even
wouldn't-
from a
it's
solar
it's
panel
a natural
or
force of the universe.
yeah, like what are you gonna
You
do to
can't just
Earth?
get
that
rid of
you can't-
electromagnetism.
We don't believe in thunderclouds anymore, so
It
they
just
don't
won't
exist.
happen.
I don't know. It
Zeus
sounded too
has
stupid to
forsaken the
watch.
world.
But my sis said Homeland was good, so I might give that a watch.
Homeland, eh? Haven't seen that. I haven't really been watching much Always Sunny. I've been trying to keep up with that. And
The last episode of Always Sunny was fucking hilarious.
which
Dude,
one was it?
Yeah, I just
It's
saw
where
that.
they decide they're going to start playing this like online game in a virtual
Yeah.
world, and
Yeah.
Oh no.
Dee starts playing it, but she gets Charlie to play for her while she does an errand, and Charlie's
Much
gets
better
very,
at
very
it.
Done it.
superior at the game.
Starts taking it pretty seriously. Yeah.
Dennis sucks his own dick in that in a dream
Yes.
sequence of
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Oh yeah, British Dennis.
Yeah, Mac acquires the nickname the Soiled Fool.
Yeah.
Mac
love
is by
that
far
show.
my favorite character on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mac's
Mac.
a cool guy.
Mac.
I think I like
Mac.
Charlie the
Mac.
best.
I like his, I
personally.
love Mac's fight dancing.
They need to bring that back.
I love.
Oh, they always have that. He's like the bodyguard now in everything. He always like takes like
Yeah.
a second look. Wait. Okay, we're clear.
Yeah.
Safe. Safe.
Have you guys seen much of Workaholics season 3?
No.
Yeah, so it.
Is it new season
It's been
3?
out for a while.
Season
No, they're
three?
working on
I've-
season 4 now.
Yeah, I've seen it all so
Okay.
far. I love the one where they go to like the gigolos or gigahoos or whatever, like the clown, insane clown posse.
Oh, that's not season 3, but it's a good episode.
That's
for
last
sure.
season.
yeah, sorry, that might be season 2.
My
However,
favorite
that's fucking
episode is in
hilarious.
season 1 where they're TV busts, so they decide they need to win a fridge to pick up the fridge that has a
Oh,
TV
yeah.
in it so they can watch WrestleMania.
Yeah. This season, one of the highlights, they've all been pretty funny, but one of them is they're trying to make beef jerky.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Their own beef
It's
jerky.
like-
Yeah.
it's-
Smoked
They're
meat.
just making a
It's
mess.
just
There's
fucking
so much
asinine.
blood everywhere.
And yeah, isn't
Do
there
they
his
have their
dad
own
show?
cow or something? Do they start
Yeah,
with a
they
live
find a
cow?
cow.
Well, it wasn't live, but they
Oh.
started like
A butchered
they
cow.
drag a dead cow into their house,
Jesus.
start cutting it up with chainsaws and like pissing on it. They don't know what to do.
Pissing on it. How
gross
I don't
and
even want to
funny.
know.
Age the beef.
Yeah, they're trying to get in there with
Vinegar.
a little age de biff.
Aged with piss.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, the show. I mean, it doesn't make sense all the time, but it's fucking hilarious.
Doesn't need to.
There's
Yeah.
no
No, it doesn't.
repercussions for anything.
Yeah.
It's like a cartoon that way. Like they can torch an office and get away with it, or
Yeah. Eat a bunch of mushrooms and hang out at work and
yeah.
attack the IT guys trying to update the servers.
That was a great episode.
Yeah. Speaking of mushrooms, we need to do some mushrooms pretty soon, don't we? We got holiday season coming upon us, and I don't know if you guys got any super
Probably
big
a lot on the
plans.
market right
I'm
now.
past the
too.
mushroom season. For me, mushroom season's like September.
Is there
October.
really a season for mushrooms? I don't think so.
I prefer more like the
Spring?
summer.
Spring is great.
Yeah, spring, summer.
Mushroom
Spring's
season
pretty
is really a
Eh.
season of the mind.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
I listened to this really good Duncan Trussell podcast with Graham Hancock on it, and he was talking about doing ayahuasca and hallucinogenics like 30, 40, 50 times or something. and all this like respect that he gained for it, where now he won't do it unless he's like with a shaman and there's like reverence and
Naked boobs.
it's meant to be a like
yeah, he's got my free cams up while he's doing ayahuasca. if there's no my free cams, he's like, forget it, man.
It's like high maintenance.
No, but I think
drugs.
he made a good point because he said like these drugs they're not just to be like, oh, let's look at some funny videos on the internet, and
You don't need drugs to do that.
Drugs
that's
are for
That's a
everyone.
big waste
The
of
videos
time
are shitty
to,
if you
to,
need
No,
drugs to do
to
'em.
do hallucinogenic drugs and then go on YouTube.
his point was that they're supposed to be for like spiritual introspection and like progressing yourself as a person, not
Sure, that's his opinion.
not
Yeah,
just
he's more than
Yeah,
not
that's
just have
his
fun.
opinion, but I choose to
That's an
use
opinion.
hallucinogenic drugs
Well, the reason
to
why-
enjoy friendships.
The reason why, like the way he explained it was like because of our repression of the drugs in society, the only way we get to use it is like we got to sneak off with friends and like do them
Recreationally.
and do it in a recreational fashion. But
Yeah.
if they were integrated with our society, we'd be doing it in a way that we'd be with like elders and they'd show us like what to do while you're on them. And
So like a guide for when you're tripping balls.
yeah, shaman.
Okay, shaman's
Seer.
guide to tripping balls.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
I mean, you don't necessarily need a
Like
shaman.
all the-
you know,
friends
who's to
usually
say, who's
do
to say
that
you want a
too.
shaman fucking squawking in your
No,
ear while
we're
you're
the
trying to
only-
get fucked up?
Our North American society is the only, or like our Canadian society or American society is the only one that doesn't, maybe British and like some ones that don't have ancient cultural practices, but we're the only ones that don't have the role of a shaman in our society. Like we don't acknowledge the power of hallucinogenics or what they're doing or
Yeah,
why
but
they
that's because our
exist.
society is Christian and inherently repressive.
Yeah, but I think even yeah, that's probably true. But I think even like there's some Christian sort of
Okay, let me rephrase it. The
rituals.
brand of Christianity, the Anglican Christianity, is very repressive.
Yeah, well, a lot of them
Yeah, well,
Catholicism
Christianity in
is
general is
probably-
very repressive. And then you hear
Yeah.
about Joe Rogan talking about like, or he's had a guest on there that wrote a book about like what's he called? I can't think he called like the God mushroom or something like that. And like the whole principle of Santa Claus came from a mushroom trip.
Yeah, I've heard that so many times. I don't know what to think about it, but
But back to like Graham Hancock, like, hey, like it's
Yeah.
totally fair that you have your opinions on hallucinogenic drugs, but I don't think it's fair to impose your beliefs on someone else and tell them that they're wrong.
Yeah, just do
Um,
it for fun.
Yeah,
Like,
just do some
You can
mushrooms
have
'cause you want
fun
to do some
and
mushrooms.
have some insightful thoughts and trips. Like it doesn't have to be a spiritual journey through the mind. Like it can be both.
yeah, no, I tend to agree with you guys
To each
too.
their own, right?
I tend to agree with you guys too. I just think I've never actually used it at like the way that he was describing it, like the way that he was setting up the environment and setting up the next like 6 hours or something. He was doing it in such a way it was like a real, or it was a real. I don't know what the right word is.
You
I
need
don't
to
wanna
find
call it an
like a
ordeal, but
Shaman online.
yeah.
Shit, that's what we should do.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
online shaman. Like, hey, you need a drug guide?
Yeah, let's
Call me
let's
up.
rent a shaman for a night.
Bring your own drugs.
Let's
And
go.
some for me.
Rent
I
a
think
shaman.
there's-
We probably just have to cut
Rent
the
a
shaman in
shaman.
on the mushrooms.
Yeah,
He'd be down
exactly.
with it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
This could be a new great like .com success
It
story.
would be.
Rentashaman.com.
Rent a shaman.
Yeah, maybe he could
Fuck,
like
I'd be all over that.
guide you over Skype or something.
Get a picture of Chris Olsen.
Oh, well.
You better
Olsen
be
could be our
certified
shaman.
though.
He
You better
looks
be
like a shaman.
certified though. I
With
want to
his
see
Fu
some
Manchu.
credentials.
Yeah, I want to see the big wall of books
What kind of
he's read.
credentials would you have though?
Oh,
Like,
I
dude,
want-
I've tripped out a lot.
gonna
Trust me. All right, man, you're hired.
I've done
So
this
man,
drug.
yeah,
I've done so
yeah.
many of this shit.
He has to have survived doing like 8
I'm
types of
legally
drugs in the span
insane.
of 24 hours.
Yeah, we have
and
to watch him go through
Yeah.
a trip for us to
There's
see
a
how he
trial.
handles
There's a
it.
trial to get hired. Or like you have to do every hallucinogen known
An
to
interview
man
process
first. Yeah, there's an interview that involves a lot of drug use and monitoring.
for competitive.
Close monitoring
if there were
on
two,
CCTV.
if there were competitors, I could understand. But chances are there's just going to be a few at first.
American shaman.
American
You vote
shaman.
for who you think should be the shaman
yes.
going to the next
yes,
round?
a reality TV show.
Oh,
Oh,
that
my
would be
god,
awesome.
yes. And everyone who's watching has to do drugs at the same time.
I'll
Oh
be
my
your,
God.
I'll
No
be
one would
your
be
guys'
coherent
shaman.
enough to text their vote in.
Yeah, we're too high to fucking
Everyone's
text.
just ordering pizza.
To vote for Abigail, mash your phone randomly.
Man,
Smash
there's
your
been times
phone
where we
once.
couldn't
Whistle,
even get
twinkle, twinkle, little star, and we'll hear it.
there's been times where we couldn't even get a game of Mario Kart going
That was my fault. Because I kept selecting and deselecting Donkey Kong
to make the sound.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I'll be your guys' shaman next
You gotta
time
say
you
like,
guys
oh,
want to do
passing
that.
through the temporal
That was the
flux
same
in
night
my
I was
mind.
like, hey, how do you make tea out of mushrooms? And Clay's like, boil some water and put the fucking mushrooms in there. It's like, oh, all right.
Is there another step that I'm missing?
Smart,
You
bro.
can choose to use a tea bag if you want. You can cut that
Mushrooms
open.
in the tea bag?
Yeah, and then staple it up.
I prefer eating
You can
the
chew them
mushrooms
Yeah,
left after.
I prefer eating
they
it
don't
too.
taste as gnarly.
You just eat them, drink some water,
They're
get it
probably
over with.
less
If you really want to use
No,
that,
I think
you
they're more
cook them in
potent.
tea, or you steep them in tea first, drink the tea, and then eat the mushroom and salsa.
Those
Yeah, we
like
did that at
bottoms,
Soundwave a
those
bunch.
bottoms parts, I don't like that.
It's
like
pretty intense.
The
bottom of the
soggy
tea?
bottom, like the mushrooms, the soaked mushrooms.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
but usually that's where all the sediment and all the psychoactive shit.
Yeah, that's
goes
why I
out.
don't.
That's
That's why I
also
don't
where
like doing the
dirt
tea.
goes
That's
to.
why I don't like doing the
Dirt.
tea. Just like
Yeah.
eat the fucking things.
Yeah.
Get it all.
I like that joke about the guy who,
I like drinking tea because it usually doesn't make your stomach feel all gnarly.
yeah,
And it
especially
reacts
if you get
quicker.
the right tea as well. Like,
Yeah, I guess liquid would.
You get higher
um,
quicker. You know, instead of taking like a half an hour, 45, it's like 20 minutes.
like all the fear
Oh yeah,
propaganda.
the liquid was
It
would,
metabolizes
yeah,
or
metabolized
whatever,
the
yeah.
osmosis, whatever.
all the fear propaganda about like doing hallucinogens
From
is-
pussies.
is like you're gonna go to the top of a building and jump off of it and think you think you can fly.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
happened
and
once.
I don't know whose joke it is, but they're like, well, why wouldn't that asshole like start on the ground?
Yeah.
You think you
Yeah.
can fly?
Well, that's
He was already up high or
a
something
girl,
like
a girl
that.
jumped off a bridge in Amsterdam when she
Yeah.
was on mushrooms, and that was
Yeah.
the impetus for them to.
Stop tourists doing drugs there.
No, they just don't allow mushrooms to be sold in cafes anymore.
Oh, well, you can
Oh,
still
yeah?
buy weed and LSD and shit.
I don't know about LSD.
I don't think you can buy LSD in the
Well-
cafes, and I think you can only buy weed in the cafes if you're like a local. I think you could smoke it there if you're a tourist, but I think you can only buy from there if
You
you're
couldn't
a
like
local.
walk out with a big bag from there. You mean you could like buy
Yeah,
a
you can
joint or
walk
two.
out. No, you can buy anything from any coffee shop.
Can you?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What the fuck
And
am
we
I
could buy.
talking
I could buy
about?
mushrooms, but that was like 5-6 years ago, maybe more. So I don't know when this happened.
Perhaps this
you
new
can still get them.
legislation.
they're
Maybe these people killing themselves while on drugs is just a good kind of way of having
Hello.
drugs perform the role of natural selector.
possibly
Yeah, hard limitation to
They're gonna-
population limiters.
their
If
tourism
you can't
numbers.
handle it, well,
Hey
go
kids,
fuck
walk
yourself.
straight,
Jump
master
off
your
a cliff.
high. You know.
The
Come on.
tourism numbers.
At least
are
they're
gonna
going to
go
be
way
high
down.
when you're going out.
That's
It's
right.
not a bad way to get.
We
it.
keep legalizing drugs in North America. Amsterdam's going to get a lot less visitors anyway.
Well, maybe we'll get more.
Maybe that's the guy in the hybrid trying to kill himself. He's like, dude, I took way too much acid. Where's all the carbon dioxide?
Holy shit.
Where's the engine?
This electric car isn't having any kind of emission whatsoever.
Where's the tailpipe?
Fuck.
Why did I buy a Tesla? I can't even kill myself with
Yeah,
it.
maybe it'll be like
Tesla.
home electrocutions and stuff.
See, I was it you that I think it was you I was telling about that was ironic that they name it the Tesla when Tesla was like the
Free
creator of
electricity.
alternating current, and Edison is direct current,
Right.
and batteries are direct current.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like it should be the Edison, because Edison and Tesla were like at
Tesla
odds
was-
with each other.
He was working for Edison, Tesla at some
No.
point.
I don't think so.
No,
Yeah.
Edison
They were
stole his
they were competitors.
No,
research.
Tesla he was much younger than Edison. And Edison was like a Steve Jobs type character. He had hundreds of people working for him,
Yeah,
like-
I believe that.
like making patents and better
Doing it.
scientists.
But I
than
know they
himself.
weren't. I don't think they were together. They were in competition with each other.
They
and
eventually
Edison-
became in
Head to head
competition.
battle.
Edison blew up a elephant
Yeah.
to
I know,
prove that
yeah.
AC was more dangerous.
What an asshole!
He
was-
blew up an elephant?
He electrocuted.
Yeah, why couldn't you have just
shackled
blown
it.
up a dog? Why did you have to kill
He
an
did. He
exotic
did.
animal?
He did other.
It had to be
animals.
more powerful.
He
It
did
had
a
to
lot
be
of
really
animals.
powerful
What a
demonstration.
dick,
Just to
man.
show
But
it
now
yeah.
we all use
It
alternating
can kill
current.
any endangered animal.
Like
Well, our-
Tesla actually won.
Our cars and computers all use DC.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's a
but,
better.
I mean, all the power stations, basically global power, is
Yeah.
alternating current.
yeah.
AC versus DC.
DC
Round
doesn't.
one.
DC doesn't travel over distance very far.
Through wires.
Yeah.
It's just not as good.
No, it degrades pretty quickly.
Interesting. Yeah.
And
I don't
it's a
know-
power
I don't really
moment
know the
brought to you by
difference.
the WestCoast Highlife.
The science tip.
Ding.
I want to know more about electricity. That's all I know.
The only other science thing I can think of that I read recently is that some university team developed this type of thread that has a solar panel in it, and it could be woven into clothing, so it can
That'd be awesome.
theoretically
You could charge your phone
give you
with
a
your
mobile
shirt.
power source
Yeah,
with your shirt.
that'd be wicked.
They're talking about the U.S. military wanted to adapt it so they'd have a power supply for communications
Oh,
arrays
fuck
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
That'd be
That'd be great, but if-
awesome.
you know,
right
if
into
they-
the camo.
If they get it, then we're not going to get it.
Why not?
Because we're not allowed to have military
Oh,
grade
a
stuff.
couple years later we'll get it.
Like 20 years.
Yeah, well, I mean,
No,
think
no,
about think
no.
about the possibilities with LED shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're just constantly going to be a
A
ball of
fucking
light.
asshole.
Talk about getting your shine on. Stop hating.
You've tuned your shirt to epileptic seizure.
Yeah. To like
Just
to
starts
Pokemon.
flashing.
Turn it on to Pokemon level.
It'd be great. You could watch TV on your own shirt or on someone else's.
That would be cool.
That would be
It'd
very
be like
cool.
Teletubbies.
They have an LCD that can like project onto your retina now too. That's a new science thing I saw.
What? See, they
Project an image right onto your retina.
Yeah, I
Through
don't
what, like glasses?
Badass.
I don't know, right on like a contact lens.
Probably just a laser.
Oh,
That's
so
pretty
it's like
sweet.
it's like the step up from Google Glasses.
Yeah, I don't know
Google
if
For,
it's
Glasses?
for people that need
Google
corrective
contacts.
I have
Oh,
this,
shit.
I have this really cool
eyes.
scientist
That's like what they
chick.
had that in Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Google smart
They
contacts.
had like this contact that could do
Had,
things
like, a
like
display
identify people,
Right.
and it was like
yeah,
augmented reality.
yeah.
Crazy.
Kind of remember
How'd
that.
you fucking power something like that, though, eh?
Yeah.
Through your
what-
shirt,
Probably bioelectric.
Yeah. What's
your charging shirt.
How far have we come with like wireless power?
I think
We-
it's just limited
No,
range.
Yeah, it's limited range, but it's really fucking good. Like you can run a TV off of wireless power.
so. But
You
How
saw
does the
that
TV
TED
get
talk,
the
right?
electricity
No, I
though? Does
haven't.
it just
Haven't
have some sort of module on it that you beam the power
It's
to?
it's
Yeah.
two magnetic rings, one
Yeah.
on one sender and one receiver.
Yeah.
And they're tuned to the same
They
frequency.
vibrate at exactly the same frequency,
that's
Yeah.
fucking cool, man.
and so one won't vibrate if the other one's not. And
And
if it
for
is,
some
then the other one
reason-
picks it up.
They're non-lethal.
But it's like 15, 20 feet or something like that.
Yeah.
There's a TED talk called Freeing Energy from
Yeah,
the
it's not
Grid they did like a
radiation.
year ago
Mm.
where they talked about this substance they had made. It was like two films. When you put them together, they could selectively attract or repel heat and then take that heat and change it into electricity.
Man,
And then
that
they're
needs-
talking about the possibilities from that is you could have a building supply all of its own power and then beam that power to somewhere that didn't have it.
We need
That's
that
cool.
so bad. We even need that inside of computers.
Well, yeah, I mean the pollution that it would eliminate is
Recycle heat energy. you mean?
yeah.
Yeah, computers generate so much heat.
Yeah, all
Keep your
electronics.
house warm.
Yeah.
It's like those old school light bulbs. It's like, yeah, like they might use less electricity, but I'm colder.
Yeah. My house feels colder.
yeah.
Yeah.
My house never feels cold. It's always like a sauna in there.
The ultimate thing for me would
Yours
have
is
be a
tropical
blanket
climate.
that takes heat and transforms it into electricity. Because I'm like FDR.
like a
I
factory.
always have a blanket on me, covering my legs.
My legs.
You just need a heat blanket.
No,
Charge your
I'm
phone
the
with it.
heat.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm producing the heat
You're producing the heat. It turns that heat.
into
Into
electricity.
electricity.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I can play my Game Boy,
Capture our own
Sweet, you
body
still have a
heat.
Game Boy?
my color Sega.
I got a Game Boy.
Remember like the Game Boy edition they had that was like the light that would like basically strap onto the Game Boy and
Yeah.
you could
No,
play it
yeah,
at
that
night,
was like
but
you
it
had to
was
buy
like,
the accessory for
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It
yeah. It
was
was a
like Dawn.
chunk.
What was it, like D
Everything-
batteries?
Everything like
something
it
like
was
Like a
that.
9 volt.
No, they were double A.
Was it?
It was
Okay.
double A. The
But it
whole
was
thing
like-
was double
That's
A.
like-
before LEDs.
Yeah,
So what?
so it just like illuminated
like
the
2
screen with a
hours?
light on it, and then it'd
2
be
hours.
dead for after 2 hours.
Was
or
it
so.
before LED? I don't know if it was.
I think
It's
so.
LCD.
Or-
LCD. That's what it is. Yeah.
no,
no, but the
well,
bulb.
I
would've
remember
been
It's LCD, yeah.
Sega had built the what was the Sega
Incandescent.
handheld one they had?
incandescent bulb.
Game. What was
Game-
it?
Game Gear.
Game
Gear.
I have
Game
I
Gear.
have one at home.
Like that was
The
color
color, yeah,
and
What kind of
like
apps
lit.
do you have for it?
I just have like 20 games for it. It came in a
For
big
Game
case.
Gear?
It's like a sport case, it's called, and there's like cartridges, little Velcro straps, and it's like you open it up, and it's like there's like 20 of them.
Makes you feel
right
like
there
an
for
athlete.
you.
Yeah. What's the sport like? Video game.
Yeah.
I got my sport case.
Yeah.
On the go.
Dude, you could plug in like a
For a
TV
gamer on
connector
the
right
run.
on
A
top.
coax into that?
Yeah, coax. You
Wow.
could run a cable line, or
See,
maybe
those
it
are
was
pretty
antenna,
sweet.
but
Plug
you could
your
watch
laser
TV off of
disc
it.
right into that shit.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
pretty
by
cool.
far superior. Like but Nintendo
It
was
took
Japanese,
6
right?
AA
Yeah.
batteries.
Have you guys seen the
I think
Wii
so.
U controllers?
No.
No.
The Wii U
Oh, man.
controller is like an LCD or an LED screen.
It looks
an
like
LCD.
it's like a
Oh.
tablet.
They've got
Oh.
retro technology. Yeah, it's like a tablet
It
with like
looks retro.
like buttons and shit on it, but it's also on
Like
your
a
on your
touchscreen
TV at the
tab?
same time. Yeah. So I'm not really sure. It's
Funky.
like
I'm not sure what
do
to
you
look at.
do you look at the controller or do you look at the TV or do you
Right.
just try and alternate between
I
both
think
and
it's a
give
major-
yourself ADD?
You look at the baby.
I think
Look
it's a
at the
major
baby.
fail. I don't like it.
So you use your thumb still, like it's still
Yeah.
kind of like a
And it has like a
hand,
gyroscope
so you
in
don't
it
like
too.
move your
So
hands
every
around
controller-
like Wii at all. Like
Every
you don't-
controller's a screen. Is that
Like,
right?
What
Yeah.
about a sword? Like if
Seems expensive.
Well, apparently you have to use a sword like this now.
yes, like driving a car with a sword.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's terrible. That was the whole point of the Wii, to not have a fucking
No, I think you
standard
can
Why does
use-
the
controller.
sword have a turn signal,
I
bro?
think I think you can still use the Wii controllers too.
Oh,
with
okay,
it.
okay, the original Wii.
Yeah, the
I
original
get
one
you.
with
Okay,
it.
good, because that was kind of the purpose.
You
Like,
just
you'd
attach
hope
them to
so.
the side and you
That
let
was
them
the
swing
f-
around
that
while
was
you
half
still
the
steer it
fun.
like a steering wheel.
it's like, yeah, we got Wii, and you can plug in a PlayStation 3 remote.
People,
Yay!
PlayStation 4 and the new Xbox are probably around the corner next year. Next Christmas, I'd say they're
Nah.
one
They
of them
include
come
a
out.
Sibian.
Sweet.
Yeah,
All-inclusive entertainment system.
that would be phenomenal. So when is that? You said next Christmas is when Xbox is coming out with
one
the new
of
one?
them.
You're
Well,
just
either
making that up,
either
though.
Sony
You're
or
just
Play
making
or
that up.
Microsoft.
We're starting the rumor here.
Yeah.
Now.
You heard
No,
it here
no,
first.
starting it today.
I've been
You heard it on
been
episode 17 of the West Coast Highlife.
They're gonna pump that shit for as long as
AKA
they
the
can.
shaman,
reading
the techno
rumblings of
shaman.
it. I've been hearing and reading like little notes about it. It's definitely coming up, man. It's definitely coming up.
You've had
I
some,
skeptically
you've had some,
hum.
They have if
some
okay.
tinglings.
How I know is
I thought
when
you
they
said skeptically come.
they sent a soft
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
convinced.
Bungie. They sent a software development kit to
Some
I think
nerds.
Bungie, because Bungie's off of Halo. They're making a new one,
Yeah.
new game, and
So like we're gonna release a new platform with.
yeah. But
your
when
I
they
wonder if the new Halo is fun.
apparently.
yeah,
But it's
apparently
fun
it's
as the
good.
last
But you
four.
have to like Halo. I think
Yeah, you got to be in. I mean, Halo used to be pretty fun. I mean, I think the golden day of first-person shooter era, when the multiplayer thing, when you have your buddies over, it was like the GoldenEye N64 kind of thing.
I like third-person shooters
Perfect
more than
Dark
first-person
after
shooter.
that, and then Halo, like the first Halo.
On the
I remember
console?
playing
You
that
just
a
like
lot.
Gears of War.
on the console,
Yeah, I love
Gears
Gears
of
of
War
War.
is unstoppable.
But so Grand Theft Auto is always third-person shooter
Yeah,
as
Drake's
well.
Fortune's like that too.
Yeah.
Third person.
Uncharted, those games look like they were a lot of fun, but
They are. They're
never had a
actually pretty fun.
PlayStation.
Speaking
They're
of which,
entertaining.
any new video games you guys have been playing lately? I know Hobie, you just got Far Cry.
I got one today, a free one. But Hobie, talk about
A
Far
free
Cry.
Tell us.
video game?
Yeah, this game is amazing. It's what's it called? 0AD. It's an open source game. It's from guys that used to do mods for Age of Empires games, and it's a
Never.
completely free, like 3D real time strategy game. You can play multiplayer with your
Sweet.
friends.
But
And
like
it-
0 AD.
Yeah, it looks like Age of
So it's
Empires,
like Roman kind of.
but with like slightly updated graphics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tight.
Pretty sleek.
And
Pretty
yeah,
sleek.
it's going to be completely
And
free
it's free.
forever. It's open source.
Yeah,
People
right
can
on.
add to it.
That's
And
pretty cool. I
It's
always
just
like
in,
free games.
It's in the alpha phase right now, I think. So it's
Yeah.
a bit buggy, and there's
Yeah.
only 2 civs.
Alpha Beta Psychedelic Funkin'.
But yeah,
Fair
Alpha
enough.
11 Chronos is out. So that's play0ad.com. And
Sounds pretty boring.
not if you like
Yeah,
the
it's like-
Age
it's like
of
boring
Empires
Civ.
series.
Perhaps if I could see it, it'd be cooler.
Age
Did you
of
guys not play
Vampires?
Age of Empires at
Age
all?
of Vampires?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
did
yeah.
you play that?
Played that.
It's
yeah.
like that.
Oh okay.
I still play Age 3,
I've never played it.
only as the French.
Oh,
though.
you're missing out.
Nah.
Napoleon.
Is it like Civilization?
No, it's not. It's real
Okay.
time.
'Cause that
Civ,
game
Civ is
sucks, too.
turn-based.
Oh,
Civ-
is it?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. It's completely
It's-
different. It's more like a StarCraft
This is real time.
game.
Real time.
Yeah,
RTS?
Real time strategy. Yeah.
yeah.
Boom.
Or Command and Conquer.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like those kind of games.
Yeah.
Actually, that's true.
Me too.
Warcraft,
That's where I learned of Tesla.
the original Warcraft.
Yeah, original
Tesla coil was
Warcraft
like the
is-
best defense for your base, bro. That shit fucking slaughtered
As long as
everybody.
you had the power plants to keep them powered.
That's right, yeah.
Zapping people.
Yeah, it's zap. And the Russian guard dogs too. Those were pretty sweet.
Oh yeah.
Didn't wanna mess with anybody.
What was the one I played, like Tiberium something or other? I think I
Tiberium
played
Sun?
number 2.
Tiberium Sun, I think.
Sun,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, that was the type of mineral that you got all the cash bucks from.
Yeah, what was the other
Star
thing? Oh yeah,
credits.
they had like this one thing, like if you could get the ion cannon, then you'd win no matter what. It's like the ultimate,
yeah.
ultimate easy cheap win victory.
Yeah.
Oh, the satellite from
Yeah.
space that would zap your.
Yeah, what
And
was it called? Oh, the
pinpoint
low orbit ion
accuracy,
cannon. And I
yeah.
know this because the program Anonymous uses to DDoS people is called the low orbit ion cannon too.
Yeah.
DDoS.
What the hell's DDoS?
Denial of service. It's how they shut
Oh.
down websites by just bombarding them with requests for packets of information.
Yeah.
Server shutdown initiated.
Anonymous.
Pings
It's like
it
what
to
they did
death.
to the Church of Scientology,
I don't know what they do, but
and that's
they
that
kind
other
of scare
one
me
that-
a little bit.
Just everybody
I just
goes
wanna
to
stay
visit
on their
their
good
site
side.
at the same time.
It's
That's
like
all it
what
is.
it does is it's like going on the website and hitting refresh 100,000 times and
Yeah, they create some sort
But
of
like
bot that
five,
just
five other
an
1,000
algorithm
other
that just
people
does
are
it over
doing
and over again.
Yeah.
website having
They still scare me.
difficulties.
Anonymous scares me a little bit.
Man, I'm glad they're
Like,
out there. If
yeah.
you read
Yeah.
about the Hacker Manifesto, it's just that information should be free. And what?
But they
Want a high
wield a lot of
five?
control. I mean,
5-minute warning.
they can fuck you up quite
Final
a bit.
5.
Yeah, but if
for
you're not
West
doing
Coast
shit like
episode 17.
exploiting child pornography
I know,
or
they-
ripping
right-
people off, you should be in the
That's
clear.
the thing. Right now, they seem like on a kind of like Robin Hood thing, like they're doing
are, yeah.
jacking from the rich, I suppose. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, the thing is, they have so much power. Like that could change. They could easily become a fairly powerful phenomenon,
Well,
and not be so morally.
Anonymous is made up
Justified.
of people like us, though. They're not like, I don't think they're super like malicious or have a agenda. They're just regular citizens.
Depends. If they're talking about like lulsec or like
Maybe.
different factions of Anonymous, then they definitely have
seem
like a
fairly
mission
active.
and
Yeah.
a goal.
A mandate.
What's your? Have you guys heard about? I know that in the States and in Australia and a lot of other countries, they've been prosecuting people for being part of a torrent site and using torrents
Oh, yeah.
and sharing.
Yeah.
And recently, I guess it's come down in Canada too. Like, there's going to start to prosecute people here.
I saw that
who
they
are-
capped the amount of money they can fine you at $5,000 though.
So okay, so Alex, I'm gonna look to you as our techno shaman here and maybe
Yeah.
see if you can field this a little bit.
He's the
So-
guy you want to be going after for all the torrent lawsuits.
Yeah, well, he's the him and Hurdle. We call him Johnny Hurdle. Anyways, so yes, are people now in Canada who use torrenting sites gonna get fucked, or is this just people who are stupid and download a torrent that says exactly the name of the title of what their Amazing Spider-Man 2012 DVD
Yeah.
rip? Is like,
I don't know,
is
but
it just based upon our own discretions on like how well we are able to use that system?
They probably use data
Or-
trackers and see how much you're downloading, and then probably go after the
Yeah, it
people
might
that
be an
have
amount.
terabytes of illegal
Yeah.
downloads.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about it. So
I think
actually
the days
can't
of getting
comment.
busted by the whatever
Technophile.
copyright music group used to be getting people with Napster. I think the days are over for getting
was
busted
like
for sharing a
AC
couple songs.
Metallica. Yeah, well, I know though. Like, I mean, Pirate Bay specifically was one of the big ones that got shut down. and
Yeah,
then
but
had-
people still visit it. That's what blows my
Yeah, I
mind.
started
Yeah.
shit off Pirate Bay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
No, I
I
wouldn't
think
use
stuff I
them
get off
either.
Pirate Bay is like episodes of TV or stuff that's already
That's
aired.
still not. That's still copyright
Still
infringement.
copyright.
However, you're with
infringement, yeah.
Rogers, right? You guys are all Rogers users.
Shaw.
I'm Telus.
Telus is way more stringent, man. Like
It's up to the ISP. That's what I was going to
Yeah,
say.
exactly.
They have to disclose what your
Yeah.
activity is.
because I've gotten
Right.
several emails since I've
And
been with Telus.
There's still
saying,
legal
You're
loopholes.
going over your bandwidth limit, or
No, they're just saying this particular file has been flagged by so and so and has advised us to blah blah blah. Whereas I'd done way more downloading with Rogers and they didn't give a shit.
so what's Telus' recourse there? Did they just want you to download delete the files in question, or are they just like
I
stop
think-
it, or we're gonna warn you
I
again?
think to
and-
some
can't-
extent
they can't
Telus
look at
was
your
more
data.
of a public entity for years. Like it was more of like it was owned by the government. It started that Telus itself was a big time government.
That's a telephone company, though.
But they still provide internet, right? So it
Since
doesn't
the tra-
matter.
Since the
Phone a
transition,
friend,
though,
motherfucker.
to internet, they've been private. I'm pretty sure.
However, I think their practices and policies regarding like piracy and things like that are different than say Rogers. Whereas, downloading something with Rogers in the past, I had never had any issues. However, Telus has already been like on me.
Well, really, the solution is you start an ISP that doesn't disclose your users' information, and everybody will flock to you.
like
so
the
I think,
Swiss bank of ISPs.
yeah, I think the free market could still decide this one.
Well, that's the thing, right? You go to any site like torrents or whatever.
Yeah.
It'll give you a list of 15 different people who are going to mirror that for you or whatever, give you the option.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go to the Pirate Bay or the places that are obviously heavily populated and use direct link to whatever the file
Yeah,
is.
there's a lot of booby trap sites that
Yeah.
are actually
Yeah.
just there because they're digital sting operations,
Yeah.
and they're there and they've got the most obvious names, right?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
Because I have no idea what you guys. I've never had a problem.
Names of real rips are usually ripped by groups.
Yeah, so
and-
it'll say, when you bring your thing up to torrent it and you're going to load it into your whatever program you use, I don't know. It'll say some of them be a long list of E574365413.3
Like
whatever.
the file name?
Yeah, .torrent.
Right.
Whereas
I
some of
usually
the
get
file
ones that
names,
just say the name of the video.
see, that's the worst one though.
But sometimes they have periods in between. instead of
Sure, yeah,
spaces,
but those ones are the ones that are more
how do I
heavily
know?
followed, I believe. Is the ones that are like the direct name, say Weeds episode 10. That's the one I got fucked on. It was like a Weeds episode that had just been released,
Right.
and it was like Weeds.
They were more mad because you downloaded a show that sucked.
Well, I was
Could
more
you
mad.
please download
I didn't
something
actually
better?
download it. Someone who had used my computer to download that. So that file was the exact like Weeds 310 blah blah blah.
You got flagged for
Showtime.
having poor taste.
And, yeah, so whatever it was, but I haven't had any issues with sites that I've searched out that haven't been so direct.
That's so funny because like you could always be like, oh, it wasn't mine. Like you get busted with drugs. Oh, it wasn't mine. Somebody must
Holding
have
it
put
for
that
a
in my
friend.
bag. Yeah. So there's so much gray area, and you can always pay for a foreign IP address, like Miller does
The
in
VPN
China.
stuff, yeah.
That's probably the way it's gonna go. Like if you want to download scot free and not have to watch your back.
That does slow your bandwidth.
Use a
though,
proxy. Use a proxy IP address.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
that's the solution. There's always a way
such a
around
Especially
it.
if you have like Netflix or something though.
What if
like,
you're like a
the thing is with
fucking
Netflix,
technophobe like
if you
me?
have a Netflix account and
Then
you have a
everything you
VPN,
get to watch on Netflix sucks.
it doesn't matter.
Hey, do you want to watch Tremors?
Yes, I do actually.
1, 2,
I
or
would love
3.
to watch all of them.
Tremors 2.
However, if I
Tremors
want to
Marathon.
sign up for a Netflix account and I have a VPN that's listed in Seattle,
Yeah.
I can use American Netflix, which is way better than
Yeah,
the
that's what
Canadian
I've heard.
Netflix. And I have a friend who does this in Alberta.
And Hulu too, right?
Same thing. All
Yeah.
those sites, like HBO US, all the things that stream
It
US.
used to be a bigger deal when it was tougher to stream stuff.
Yeah, that's right. They were like the digital
Yeah,
sponsor.
but still,
See, with
like
Mega Video,
that's almost makes
you
it
have,
worthwhile
you have
for that
reached
$10
your
a
hour of
month.
Mega Video.
Right.
It all
Yeah.
comes down to
Forgot all
advertising.
about that.
If
yeah.
if they were getting advertising revenue the same way that they used to on the TV and everyone's forced to watch commercials, if they could somehow convert that into a way where it's digital and they're still getting that revenue, they wouldn't care.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
because they're losing revenue somewhere.
Well, those
'cause they
sites are
don't like
still
it.
advertising too. Like your GorillaVid, for example. You're still watching the William Hill fucking sports betting thing.
Fucking GorillaVid,
and
Sandy.
You have like 8 pop-ups. That's the thing. You got to be really patient with those because you got to kill a shit ton of pop-ups and you got to get to the content.
stressful.
You know?
I can deal with 4 pop-ups if it
no,
means I
no,
get
but
it.
But it's
think
free
about this.
TV.
People
so
like
it's worth
us.
it.
Yeah,
People like us, we can do it. We're fine.
Not people our
But
parents'
Our parents
age.
try and do that.
No.
They would be
Yeah,
just
they get flustered.
they'd
Not
be like,
even
oh my
people-
god, what's this? Oh
not,
my god.
Not even people 10 years older than us.
Exactly.
Are
So-
gonna
Yeah.
bother with
So
that.
even though
True.
like we are able to utilize
generation.
that
It's
service,
It's because
right?
we don't have the money to pay for the consumption
Exactly.
anyway.
That's
So
also
it's
true.
not actually lost revenue.
Yeah.
It's not actually stuff we would be consuming because we don't have the money. So we're basically just free marketing and
Yeah.
advertising. We spent 10 minutes talking about what are some good shows to watch.
Yeah.
We're free marketing. So
Weeds
they
is
should be.
not
We
one
didn't
of
even
those
talk
shows.
about good shows.
They should be thanking us. They should be paying us. Really.
Yeah,
That's what
to
they should
watch
be.
marketing.
shit.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
man.
that be amazing?
They can pay me $25 an hour.
I'm
to
just
watch
going to
TV.
hang around the corner downtown just
Fuck.
yelling out shows that you should watch.
Game
of Thrones!
Watch The Wire. The new town crier.
Cha-ching.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, once they figure that out, then the world will be a better place.
no doubt.
Marketing.
All right, well, boys, we're gonna wrap this up because we've come to our hour, and this is our 17th episode, and it is December,
Whoa.
so we want to say happy holidays to all the West Coast
We got to
Highlife
record a
listeners.
live
Yeah.
episode at the feast again for our 1-year
Yeah,
anniversary.
I think
Let's
next-
start a poll. Who's going to host the feast?
Yes, not me.
I hosted last year, so
Therefore, you shall host
I don't
again.
think I'll be
I
here.
don't
but
have to host again.
Maybe we can do it digitally.
That's true.
Take
That's
a-
true.
What
We-
do you guys do
we
that
all
on
hang out
Boxing
at our own
Day?
houses
We
and
do.
we interface on Skype, so we're
On
hanging out
Boxing
together.
Day,
Google
is it?
Hangout.
Google Hangouts, yes. We'll do a Google Hangouts.
Google
feed.
This
Hangouts.
way, this
What
way
the
I can
fuck is
pass out of
that?
my own bed without getting fucked with
Yes.
or falling into Alex's oven.
Yeah, that happened.
That sounds dangerous.
However,
It's one of those
so
well
guys,
ovens.
Stand by for a Feast of
wasn't on,
Elvis
thankfully.
episode coming up on the 26th of
I
December.
tripped
How
over
did you
the
fit into
sliding
it?
door on the
Special
bottom.
edition.
Yeah, we may
Took
try
a
and
huge
sneak
spill.
one more in here right before Christmas. But
Yeah,
we'll,
well, Matt's here, so we can get him in live.
we'll see where we
and
go.
I might be doing another left coast or something, maybe around near the end of the week, near my birthday time. Yeah.
Oh, that's right, Alex. You got your birthday coming up.
Oh yeah, the big 3-0.
Oh shit! Somebody's getting old.
I'm going to be
All
busy
of
for
us?
that.
Yeah,
We're all
we're all hitting that 30 marker fairly soon. But
Come
yeah,
to the Superior and party
what
with
day
me
is
on
that?
my birthday, man.
What day is your birthday?
it's next Thursday.
It's on
isn't
the
it?
13th.
Oh yeah, I got yoga.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I
I'm
hope he's got a
busy.
yoga class.
You're actually doing yoga?
Fuck no.
He's stretching
That's
in
the
It's
worst
actually
excuse
Pilates.
ever.
I'm gonna start doing yoga because my sister
I gotta
gets,
wash my
gets
hair.
2 free yoga things a week. So
It's
I'm
a
just gonna go
combination.
with her.
2 free one?
She works at Lululemon now, so I'm gonna do
Nice.
yoga with sunglasses on.
Sweet. Isn't that what aren't you supposed to do that to block your protect your eyes?
He needs
Keep
the
the haters
blockers.
away.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm combining Pilates and yoga. Paloga.
Ploga?
Paloga.
Dude, that could
Basically,
be
you're
the
just
new
trying to
big
get as
thing.
much camel toe time as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. All right. Well, cheers, guys. Thanks for listening. And we'll hit you back for the 18th West Coast High Life later this month. Peace.
When I was small, I believed in Santa Claus, though I knew it was my dad. And I would hang up my stocking at Christmas, open my presents, and I'd be glad. But the last time I played Father Christmas, I stood outside a department store. A gang of kids